Hi, everyone. Welcome to Tile and Cork. We're Josh and Amy, and we are a couple with kids that moved to Portugal last year, and we're here to share our journey with you. You may, if you've seen our other videos, you may have noticed that we have switched seats because I am figuratively in the driver's seat today. We're recording this video because I am nervous and excited because I actually have my appointment to exchange my US driver's license for a Portuguese driver's license. It happens in a couple hours. I don't know how it's going to go.
Fingers crossed.
This is part one of the video, and then we'll see how part two goes.
I hope you're successful because I don't want to do all the driving. Neither of us have done any driving here in Portugal.
Mm-hmm. Why am I nervous? Why am I excited? Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to drive, maybe rent a car, give us more options to go to locations that may not be accessible by mass transit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are places like that here. And so it would definitely open up our traveling around Portugal possibilities. And so that would be nice to be able to use a rental car to get to some of those places.
So I have my appointment today at I have to read this, Instituto de Mobilidade. That's not how they say it. They probably say something a lot better than that. But
I'm not even going to attempt.
Instituto de Mobilidade. So why exchange your driver's license? Well, that's a good question. I should Google this. No, you can, if you're under 60 and you have a valid U.S. driver's license, you can drive in the EU just like that.
Is it 60 or 65?
It's 60.
It's 60, okay.
Yeah. Squeaked in. And
is it all of the EU or Portugal? I actually
maybe
don't know.
It's just Portugal.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Don't know.
The problem is my driver's license expired on my birthday. So that's why I'm not quite sure if today's appointment is going to go the way I wanted to.
And your birthday was a few months ago, so it's been a while.
Yeah, and I couldn't renew my driver's license online in Texas. So unfortunately, yeah, my license is now expired. I can't drive anywhere. But there is an application process, and then there's the actual appointment. So I've done the application process, and I'll kind of go through those documents that you need. The nice thing about the application process, I think, and this is why I think I can do it, is that I applied days before my license expired. So I applied with a valid driver's license. 2 days later, it was expired, and I hadn't even gotten my appointment yet. But they gave me an appointment afterwards, so I assume it's going to be okay. One of the reasons I didn't do this earlier is you do need a residency card in hand before you can make your appointment. And there was a very narrow window between that point. And actually, there's other documents you have to submit that you also need your residency card for. So one of those is an SNS number, which requires some additional paperwork showing that you actually live here. You get that from your city store. No, it's not even a city store. It's neighborhood.
Frizera? I don't know how to say it.
Well, I would not use that word in public.
Junta de...
Oh, junta de something?
Yeah.
Every neighborhood has a store where you can go in and apply for a certificate that shows that you live in the neighborhood. I had to do that, but to do that, I had to have my residency card. So that was another process to step back. I needed my residency card. I needed an SNS, so I had to apply with my residency card and a utility bill and a lease, and they gave me a certificate back saying that I actually live in this area. That I had to submit along with my residency card for my SNS number, and that I had to put in my driver's license application. So you can see that this was took a little while.
Multi-step process.
Multi-step process. So what else do you need? You need your NIF. I found out you need a medical exam, and I thought, I do not have time for this. It's like a Friday. And but you can actually get one online. There's an online service. They can do it within honestly minutes or hours, which makes you realize, well, boy, this is a necessary process if it can be rushed like this. But all they do is ask you a couple questions online in a video chat setting about your eyesight, if you're disabled, any major health problems, you have seizures and everything else.
Did you have to do that in Portuguese, or did you get to do it in
No,
English?
no, it was in English. You can pick an English
Okay.
doctor. And it took 5 minutes. The other thing is I actually applied beforehand. You do not need to submit your medical records at the time you apply. The doctor actually submits the medical exam, and that will be done after you hit submit on your application. So in my case, it was actually a few days after I submitted my application that I had my medical exam.
Okay.
They sent me a copy, and I wasn't quite sure if they sent a copy to the
driver's license
place. Instituto de Mobilidade. Instituto. Oh, that's Italian, I think. Anyway, but obviously they got it. The other major thing you will need is a copy of your driving record from the state that your driver's license is from. This is an online process, at least it was in Texas, and but the big thing is you have to have it notarized, and you have to have it apostilled. We still don't know.
I'm not sure if it's apostilled or postilled, but yeah. But right before we moved, one of our last days in Texas, I drove down with the kids to the office to get our driving records apostilled, apostilled, whatever it is. In the rush of moving, but we got it done. So we had that.
Yeah, and we did it because we heard that people try to do it while they're here, and it's near impossible.
Yeah,
to get it done. The consulate can't do it for you. You have to have a state agency from the state you're from. So
yeah,
and the record has to be fairly recent. I didn't really see any time length, but I've heard 6 months to a year old. Mine is obviously
more than
6 months. But I don't think it's a problem. I think as long as I think it's 6 months before you moved here. So that is one big thing. If you are thinking about moving here, just get that done quickly if you can, and just so you have it with you if you want to exchange your license. Again, you can drive with a valid driver's license. Yeah, yours is valid. You renewed your driver's license right before we came.
Exactly. So
mine's valid for another.
I need to look. I thought it was 10 years, but you think that's too long. So it's probably 5 years. Mm-hmm. So mine is valid for a while, but I will probably go through the process of exchanging it as well. So it's done.
So I submitted my online application. I got a response back pretty quickly that someone would be reviewing it. I think it was about 3 or 4 weeks before I got a response saying that I had an appointment and gave me a date of my appointment, which was still another month and a half away. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go do now. From what I've heard, the experience is pretty simple. You just hand over your residency card and your driver's license. They do some note taking, and then they keep your American driver's license and give you back your residency card, give you a temporary driving slip, and then you get your card in the mail.
Yeah, if you're successful, you will actually be able to come on camera and tell exactly how the appointment was.
Yeah, I know that's a lot. I still don't know the process, and we just wanted to share some of our excitement and what we go through. Obviously, I don't need a driver's license right away. We can get away without it.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is that I can drive here in Portugal, obviously, but I don't necessarily want to do all the driving here. Driving in places like this kind of scares me. And then also, a lot of the cars that you can rent here are manual transmission, and I do not know how to drive a manual transmission, and Josh does. So that would open up our options for rental cars a lot more if we needed.
Anyway, I guess that's it. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll be right back.
You're back.
Yep, I just got ice cream. I got ice cream because I was successful.
You were in the driver's seat.
I'm in the... She's just waiting to say that. We yeah, it worked out. I got there about 20 minutes early, and which is perfect because the appointment started 20 minutes late. But the appointment itself only took 10 minutes. I had to hand over my residency card because I didn't make a photocopy of it, so they did that. That was nice. The front page of my medical exam, my driving record, the original that I got from the U.S. My certificate of residency.
What's that exactly?
That's the one you can get off of Finances. The
Okay.
to show that
Yeah.
I fiscally live here,
Right. Okay.
physically and fiscally. And what else did I put it on the list? Yeah, and then €30.
Did you have to pay that by card? Could you pay
I could
that
pay
by
card or cash.
Okay.
I brought cash just in case. And honestly, as far as all the documents go, I had heard some people just gave their driver's license and turned that in. And because the whole application was online and I uploaded all those documents, I didn't think I'd need it because some people said they didn't. But you know what? One thing you find out here is every different place has its own rules that it lives by. So
the office you went to, they actually took all that stuff.
Which is good. It's good rule of thumb in case, honestly, the systems are down, they can't access it. It's always good to go with all the paperwork you have.
Yeah.
Brought my passport too, didn't need it. And yeah, handed it over. I paid my €30 and they gave me a receipt. They gave me my residency card back, and I got a temporary driver's license, which is valid only in Portugal. It's not valid outside of Portugal until I get my actual driver's license in the mail.
So we'll see how long that takes to arrive.
They also took my picture.
Oh, right.
Which, in some cultures is also part of your soul. So a YouTube video probably takes a lot of your soul, which explains a lot about YouTubers.
That really does.
Now I think about it. So yeah, I think, this is one of the last things I had to do to establish residency.
I have more to do.
I'm excited that I no longer have a Texas driver's license. I'll have a Portuguese driver's license. And that will really confuse them if I'm driving in Texas.
Yeah.
It is interesting, at least I think for this time period that I have a paper license, that I can't drive out of the state or the country of Portugal, but you could.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
I think I can.
No, you could.
Okay. I know there are some countries that make you get some sort of something, but
I think you used to have to get an international driver's license. That's not the case anymore.
Okay. I haven't looked into it because I have had no plans to drive in another country at this point. So if I get to that point, I will actually look it up. But.
So now we have vacation plans and we can look at places that we can drive to. I'm not looking forward to renting a car or honestly parking on our street to load up the kids because you have to parallel park on the left side on our street. So that's not going to be fun.
Yeah, now the next process is figuring out the best way to rent a car here and the process for that and just knowing everything we need to know.
A video of that.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us. If you have any questions about this driver's license process or any of the documents that I kind of glossed over, let us know and I'll give you some detail in greater length or something like that. Yeah.
All right. As always, thanks for joining us. Like this video if you found it helpful. Feel free to subscribe to our channel if you want to see more videos from us. And we'll see you soon.
Até já.